These are solutions to exam 4 for Melham's Math 120-820. Question number 1, use the square root property, take the square root of both sides, include a plus or minus. So we get 3x minus 1 equals plus or minus 7. Add 1, 3x equals 1 plus or minus 7, divide by 3. X is 1 plus or minus 7 divided by 3. Work them both out. 1 minus 7 is a negative 6. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. 1 plus 7 is 8, so 8/3. So my two solutions are negative 2 and 8/3. Number 2, multiply it out. Y plus 1y minus 3 comes out to be y squared minus 3y plus 1y. That's a minus 2y. Minus 3 equals negative 6. Add 6 to both sides. Y squared minus 2y plus 3 equals 0. Use the quadratic formula. Y is negative b, 2 plus or minus the square root of b squared, 4, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 3. So that comes out to be 4 minus 12, which is a negative number, over 2a, 2 times 1. 4 minus 12 is negative 8. 2 plus or minus radical negative 8. Take out the I, 2 plus or minus I, radical 8 over 2. 8 can be written as 4 times 2. Take the 4 out as 2. So 2 plus or minus 2i radical 2 divided by 2. Divide that by 2, divide that by 2. So we have 1 plus or minus I radical 2. Number 3. Your solutions are negative 4, negative 1, and 5. All you got to do is x minus each of these. So in parentheses, x minus a minus 4, x plus 4, x minus a minus 1, x plus 1, and x minus 5 equals 0. And you can double check that easily by going backwards. If you say, what are the solutions here? You'd say, oh yeah, negative 4, negative 1, and 5. Number 4 is a quadratic in x squared. Pretend this is x squared squared. So it's factorable into 4x squared plus 1, x squared minus 2. You can easily double check that by multiplying it back out. There's 4x to the fourth minus 8x squared plus 1x squared is a minus 7x squared minus 2. So that means either this is 0 or this is 0. So solve this, subtract 1, divide 4, and square root property, x is plus or minus the square root of negative 1/4. Take out the I, square root of 1/4 is a half. So that's plus or minus 1/2 I. Here add 2, x squared is 2, so x is plus or minus the square root of 2. So my 4 solutions are plus or minus half I and plus or minus square root of 2. Number 5, the vertex is at negative b over 2a. So that's negative 2 over 2 times 1, or negative 1. The function value at negative 1, plug in negative 1. Negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 minus 3 is 1 minus 2 minus 3, which is negative 4. So my vertex is at negative 1, negative 4. I know it opens upward because there's a positive value for a, the coefficient of x squared. And I plug in 0, I get negative 3. Plug in negative 2, you can easily show that that also gives me negative 3. So the shape is something like this. Number 6, x squared minus y squared factors in x plus y, x minus y. Cancel out the x plus y. So the final answer is just x minus y. Number 7, from the original, you have a division of a fraction, so you multiply by the reciprocal. So leave this alone, flip this, it ends up looking like this. And then you factor. This is the difference of cubes. So that's x minus 2, x squared plus 2x plus 4. This factors into 2x minus 5, x plus 3. This one is 2x minus 5, x minus 2. This one can't factor, just leave it alone. So these two cancel, these two cancel, these two cancel. So the only thing I'm left with is x plus 3. Number 8, first we factor the denominators. This is x plus 1, x plus 5. This is x plus 1, x plus 4. So if I look at my denominators, I need a common denominator. Both of my denominators have an x plus 1. The left side needs an x plus 4 over x plus 4. The right side needs an x plus 5 over x plus 5 in order to get the common denominator. So my common denominator is x plus 1, x plus 4, x plus 5, and then work out the whole top. That's an equal sign here. So this is 4x squared plus 16x minus 3x squared minus 15x. The numerator becomes x squared plus x. Factor out the x times x plus 1 on the numerator. X plus 1 cancels out. Final answer is x over x plus 4, x plus 5. Number 9, I don't like the fraction, so multiply both sides by the common denominator, which is 3x. So here x cancels out, you get 3. Here 3x times 3 is 9x. Here 3 cancels out, you have 2x. Subtract 9x, 3 is negative 7x. So x is negative 3/7. Finally, number 10, and draw myself a box. Distance equals rate times time. Therefore, time is distance over rate. You have upstream and downstream. You're both given 8 miles. Okay, the speed in still water is what we're looking for. We're calling that x. The current is 2 miles an hour. So if I go upstream, I'm losing 2 miles an hour. If I'm going downstream, I'm gaining 2 miles an hour. Okay, and since time is distance divided by rate, so this box I'm going to put 8 over x minus 2. Here I'm going to put 8 over x plus 2. They combine to be 3. So my equation is 8 over x minus 2 plus 8 over x plus 2 equals 3. I don't like these fractions, so multiply both sides by the common denominator, which is x plus 2, x minus 2. Here, x minus 2 cancels out, so you have 8 times x plus 2. Here, when you multiply these two by this fraction, x plus 2 cancels out, so I have 8 times x minus 2. Here, this comes out to be 3 times x squared minus 4. Distribute, that's 3x squared minus 12. This is 8x plus 16 plus 8x minus 16. 16s cancel out. So the left side just becomes 16x. Subtract 16x, I have 3x squared minus 16x minus 12 is 0. That factors into 3x plus 2x minus 6 equals 0. You can also use the quadratic formula. I can throw this out. That's going to give me a negative value, but this kind of word problem, the answers are all going to be positive. So ignore that. So x minus 6 is 0. So the answer is x is 6 miles an hour. So the speed of the boat in still water is 6 miles an hour. A quick way to check that. That means if you're going upstream, you're going 4 miles an hour because you lost 2 miles an hour. And if you're going downstream, that's 8 miles an hour. Okay, so if you're going 8 miles, you're going 4 miles an hour, that takes you 2 hours. However, coming back, that's 8 miles an hour. For 8 miles, that's 1 hour. And 2 plus 1 is, of course, 3. So that's a way to double check your answer. All right, so these are solutions to exam number 4 of Melham's Math 120-820.